Okay, so in our previous video we learned about data and information, and we also learned the difference between the data and information. So now it's time for us to actually dive into database management systems. After all, this is what this series is all about. So we know the data is simply a large set of information that might be important, that might be meaningful, or that might not be meaningful to you. So the information is simply it is described as something that is an important state of data. Now, before we actually learn the database management systems, it's important and very crucial for us to actually learn what database is. And what I mean by database is that I need to actually introduce you to a very formal definition of database. That is a structured set of data held in a computer and can be accessed and manipulated. Now, in this definition, there are many words that need to be understood before we dive into the database management systems. Now, the first thing is structure. The second thing is data, and the third thing is that it can be accessed and manipulated. Now, some people will be like, why do we even need to actually use a database, or why do we even need to use a structure set? Why can't we just simply store data in a text file, or maybe a Word file, maybe an HTML document, maybe an XML document? Why do we need a data structure like that? Why do we need a structure? The answer is that we need a structure that could be simply edited. We need to change that structure. We also need to view that structure, and we also need to delete something from that structure. That's why we need a database structure. That's why the question of why do we need a database arrives, right? So, a data structure. What is a data structure? We just heard that word. We just saw that word on the definition. What is a data structure? A data structure can be a tree. A data structure can be an array. Now, if you have actually learned about programming fundamentals, or if you have gone through some of your programming concepts before, you must have heard about these things like trees and arrays. You can see that in the trees there's like a hierarchy going on, and in arrays there's like a 2D it's an n by n grid, right? So it's like rows and columns going on. So why do we even need a data structure? And if you ask me, what is the one word answer for why do we even need a data structure? So the one word answer to all for the need of data structure would be simply manipulation. Because we are able to manipulate data, we are able to change data, we are able to update data at any point we want to. That's why we need a structure. Why do we need a structure? It's because we are able to perform a set of algorithms that could change that data. So now we know what database is. Now obviously all those algorithms and functions that could be performed on that data structure needs to be implemented on some sort of a software. And this is where database management systems comes in, because a database management system simply provides us with the utility of editing, updating data. And you can see that there's a formal definition written here. A database management system is a software designed to assist in maintaining and utilizing large collections of data. Now this definition here tells us that we are able to not only see the data, we are able to edit the data, we are able to change the data, we are able to view it, we are also able to delete the data. All these things that we want can be done in this database management system software. And it also provides us with another utility called database administration. Now, what is database administration? We will be learning in this in our further videos. So let's just focus on database management system now. So what have we learned so far? We've learned that a database is a structured set of data stored in a computer, and that structure allows us to access it, manipulate it using specific functions. And a database management system is a software that provides us with features such as designing and administration to make changes on database. So so database management system is simply a software that helps us implement those functions on that data structure. Our next topic will be on understanding the database system, and we will be taking a deep dive into the hierarchy of how the database management system works. Stay tuned for that. Thank you.